I have been consciously practicing gratitude for the last 3 months, and I wanted to share the experience with you all. Before I talk about my experience, I want to share some evidence-based research about gratitude. In the last 2 decades, a lot of evidence has emerged showing that gratitude is strongly related to all aspects of well-being. The evidence is so strong that clinical interventions have been developed to help patients who want to improve their mental well-being overall. Research indicates that gratitude practices are associated with reduced levels of depression and anxiety as they shift attention away from the negative emotions and focus on the blessings that you have in your life, and this creates positive emotions. Gratitude has also been linked to higher levels of life satisfaction and optimism. Now, gratitude or shukr is a powerful force that can transform your life, your mood, in ways you never thought possible. When you focus on what you're thankful for, it shifts your perspective. It helps you to see the good in even the toughest of situations. But I have to admit, it's not always easy to maintain a spirit of gratitude, especially when life gets tough. That's why I decided to take on the challenge of practicing gratitude every single day for 3 months to see how it would change my life. But I do want to put out a few disclaimers. Firstly, having gratitude does not mean you should not experience sadness, grief, frustration, and similar emotions. It's human nature to experience such emotion. For example, when a loved one passes away, you will grieve. But what I am saying is, if you practice gratitude in such situations, it will ease the grieving process, but it won't completely eliminate it. And it's not meant to. Secondly, practicing gratitude to the point where it changes your life is a journey. It's a process. It's like working a muscle, and this needs time, effort, focus. Some days it's going to be a struggle to put in that time, effort, and focus, but you have to persevere. Thirdly, you're not going to see the results overnight. It takes time to rewire your brain so that increased gratitude comes more naturally. New neural pathways need to be developed in your brain, and they take time, so you have to be patient. But the whole process is worth it because neglecting gratitude in your daily life can have severe consequences. When you fail to acknowledge and appreciate the good things in your life, you can start to feel unfulfilled, unhappy, and even depressed. You can become stuck in a rut, feeling like you're just going through the emotions of life without any sense of purpose, direction, because everything feels doom and gloom. On the other hand, when you prioritize gratitude, you open yourself up to a world of possibilities. You start to see the beauty in the everyday moments, the kindness of strangers, and the love of your friends and family. You start to appreciate the little things, and that's when the magic happens. Gratitude or shukr is such an important part of Islam. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala states in the Quran that gratitude is the purpose of creation when He says, Allah brought you out of the wombs of your mothers while you knew nothing and gave you hearing, sight, and intellect, so perhaps you would be thankful. Numerous times, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentions in the Quran that He has bestowed blessings upon His creation. This is a reminder that we are being showered with blessings every single moment of the day, if only we can make a conscious effort to see them. As I embarked on this journey of practicing gratitude every day for 3 months, I knew it wasn't going to be easy. I knew there would be days when I would struggle to find something to be grateful for, days when I would feel like giving up, but I was determined to push through, to see it through to the end, no matter what. I first started by setting aside a few minutes each day to reflect on the things I was grateful for. Sometimes it was simple things like a cup of coffee, a beautiful sunset, my health. Other times it was deeper and more nuanced than that. Some days I appreciated the bonding conversation I had with my daughter, the connection I was able to feel with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala when making dua, a breakthrough in a challenging project, being able to do 10,000 steps in one day. I realized that the deeper I dug, the more blessings I could identify, things that I would normally not think twice about, things I would take for granted. But the fact that I was pausing and thinking about the blessings, being thankful for them, gave me a rush of positive energy. But there were more challenging situations. For example, my mum lives overseas and I miss her immensely. I haven't been able to see her for more than a year, but I was still able to feel gratitude for being able to make video calls to her and speak to her on the phone almost daily. Then there are times when I miss my dad, who passed away 3 years ago. I would allow myself to miss him and be sad about it, but I would be grateful for the special moments I had with him when he was alive. I would be grateful for having the capacity, the ability, the consciousness to make dua for him, which will inshallah benefit him in the afterlife. As the days went by, I started to notice subtle but significant changes in my mindset. I felt more positive, more optimistic, and more at peace. I started to see the world in a different light, as a place of wonder and possibility rather than fear and doubt. I also found myself searching for the tool of gratitude when I was feeling down. You see, we all have a habit of reaching out to something when we're feeling down, and this something makes us feel better. For some, it could be smoking. For others, it could be social media. For others, it could be going for a walk. Obviously, some of these habits are healthier than others, but I found myself, when I felt down, I was thinking, okay, what am I grateful for today? That became my go-to habit when I was feeling down. And it doesn't mean I felt elated each time I practiced gratitude, but at the least, it eased the pain. As I look back on my journey of practicing gratitude, I'm struck by the impact it had on my life. I've learned that gratitude is not just a feeling, it's a choice. It's a choice to focus on the good, to see the beauty, to appreciate the little things. Did you know Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala uses positive reinforcement to get us in the habit of being grateful? When He says, if you are grateful, I will most certainly give you more. So basically, Allah is saying, you want more in life? And the reality is, we all want more in life. Then get into the habit of being thankful. Show your gratitude and I will give you more. I've learned that gratitude is not just a practice, it's a way of life. It's a way of living that results in inner peace and contentment. Now I want to encourage you to take on this journey of practicing gratitude to see how it changes your life. Also, share your own experience with gratitude in the comments below. Tell us how it impacts you and your life.